A man is talking, and he has been talking for hours. It's in the middle of the night, the room is hot, the lamps are burning through the air, and somewhere near the window, a teenage boy is fighting to keep his eyes open. He loses. 3 stories down, he lands on stool. And the man who never stopped talking long enough to notice, he's about to become the reason this isn't the end of the story. This is a miraculous story. The one where, when I read it for the first time, God have mercy and please forgive me, I laughed. Because it's so relatable. And it's in the Bible. Yeah, this actually happened. This is the thing that makes it legit. It's recorded by a doctor who was in the room. And it's one of the strangest, most human moments in the entire New Testament. And almost nobody outside church walls has ever heard of it. The man who wrote this was a doctor. His name was Luke, who also wrote the Gospel of Luke. I will take you back. This is what happened. Man, this is so relatable. Hold on. Okay. To understand why this night went the way it did, you have to understand the man doing the talking. His name was Paul. And by this point in his life, he's not a young idealist anymore. He's a wanted man. Everyone was looking for him. He had planned to sail straight from Greece to Syria, but there was a plot against his life, a group waiting to attack him the moment he boarded that ship. So he changed course, backtracked through Macedonia by land instead. It cost him time he didn't have. So he was rushing, he was trying to save his life, he was trying to evangelize, he was trying to go to places. It was hectic because Paul is racing a deadline. He wants to reach Jerusalem by a specific festival. Yes, the Pentecost. And the closer that deadline gets, the more danger waits for him there. He already knows somehow prison is likely waiting on the other side of the trip because, he was preaching about the gospel, about Jesus, and people didn't like that. So every day matters. Every stop is borrowed time. And yet, when he reaches this port city of Troas, so the name of the port city was Troas, on the coast of what's now Turkey, he does something that doesn't fit a man that's in a hurry because he stays for a full week. For the young Christian movement, this is starting to become something new. A break from the old Sabbath rhythm, a night set apart to gather, remember, and share a meal together. Because Paul was there, people start climbing 3 flights of stairs into a packed upper room. This is Paul's last night in the city. Tomorrow, he sails, so there's urgency in the air. Everyone wants to hear as much as they can before he's gone because it's not like today. You can't just go to a city by plane. It takes months, even years for someone to come back. So everyone was like, okay, this is the final night. We need to hear from him. Let's go. So everyone was excited. Everyone gathered and everyone stayed in that upper room listening because Paul was a popular man. He was as popular as the Apostle Peter, one of Jesus' disciples. Everyone knows him. There are a lot of lamps lit, a lot of bodies in a small space, a lot of heat. There's no electricity, no ventilation, like the one we have, just burning oil and packed bodies in a room 3 stories above the street. It is warm and Paul very deliberately keeps talking, not for 20 minutes like the normal sermon, not like 20 to 40 minutes, no, not even an hour. He preached, he talked until midnight. Oh wait, you guys know where this is going anyway, but you imagine you go to a church, all right? It's hot, humid, you're tired. The preacher is preaching for not just an hour, hours. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, sitting in that window is a young man named Eutychus. His name in Greek means fortunate. Whoever named him had no idea how true that word was about to become in the strangest way possible. Now, this young man, Eutychus, he picked the window seat. Probably for the air because it was hot that day. It's the one place in that packed lamp-lit room where you might catch a breeze of the harbor. But the room is loud with one voice, low with warmth, late into the night, and Eutychus starts to drift. His eyelids get heavier, the voice in the room starts to sound further away, he started to sway back and forth. Because everyone was so focused on Paul, nobody notices. One thing you knew? Screaming, footsteps pounding 3 flights of stairs, people spilling out into the street. Everyone panicked. And there, on the stone below the window, is Eutychus. He isn't moving. And Luke wasn't just a random bystander, he was a physician, he was a doctor. When Luke wrote this account in Acts, he doesn't say Eutychus was badly hurt. In his professional eyes, that person, Eutychus, was... This is the moment the whole room stops. Everyone stops because everyone was so excited with Paul's arrival. He was about to go. Everyone was focused on him. At the end of the day, accident happened. And it was upstairs, word reaches Paul. And here's where the story does something unexpected. He doesn't finish his point first. He goes down to see what actually happened. When he saw Eutychus, he kneels in the street next to a boy who fell asleep during his own sermon, and he wraps his arm around him. I'm pretty sure at that moment, Paul was shocked, panicked, and probably he felt guilty for a moment. He was preaching for too long, so oh my gosh, this is where the story becomes wow, because what he says next isn't a prayer performed for the crowd. It isn't a spectacle. Paul simply tells them, don't be alarmed. There's still life in him. You need to understand this, okay? So Luke, the doctor in the crowd, he pronounced him dead, okay? Paul, who was not a doctor, he told the entire crowd, there's still life in him. If it were the modern day, of course, we're gonna trust Luke than Paul, because Paul was a preacher, not a doctor. When he said that, the boy, Eutychus, came back to life. He was alive. The boy is alive. And the thing is about this story, Luke did not dramatize this story like, suddenly this thing happened, thunderbolt came, He just wrote what he saw plainly, no drama whatsoever. There's no building up to it. So if you open your Bible now and you see this account, it's just like, this happened, this happened, this happened. The end, he was not trying to give glory to Paul or what he did, but it just happened. And so, or maybe, this is what just came to my mind. Luke was so used to seeing miracles that when he wrote it down, he was like, yeah, another miracle happened. Who knows? Jesus gave them authority to do these miraculous things. So you might think, okay, since this accident happened, the mood was gone, they don't know what to think, don't know what to do, and everyone goes home. No. They go back upstairs, they bring him upstairs, everyone goes back to the upper room, and Paul breaks bread with them, talking with them, and he continues preaching until sunrise. Oh well, it's just so funny for me, like how nonchalant the whole situation is. Like if you actually read it in the Bible, they put this story as if it's just a normal occurrence. This is maybe one of the most relatable stories in the Bible for me. I don't want you to just listen for me. I want you to actually open your Bible and read the story yourself, okay? Try to read the book of Acts. That's actually one of my favorite books in the Bible because it's literally telling what happened after Jesus, how people navigate through life, how they try to build the church, how they try to stay alive amidst persecution. It's so interesting. I really like reading Acts. It's like reading a history book. I know some of you are history nerd. Go read it. Some of you might not really fancy history, but yeah, try it if you're curious, okay? If you find this story entertaining, eye-opening, go read your Bible. After that, subscribe, give a like, and leave a comment. Bye. See you in my next video. God bless.